What's up, guys? Just a quick video today, kind of a simpler one. Not so much truck related, but I saw this article and I thought it was pretty funny. I actually saw it last week, but now that I am house ridden with the COVID, figured now would be a good time to make a video on this. This one particularly is from Autoblog, but I know there's a couple other articles out there, and it's pertaining to the Camaro SS and ZL1 being banned in California and Washington because of the amount of copper that they use in their brake pads, apparently, which I find just kind of ridiculous. But let's dive in here. So I'll kind of read the article to you guys. Basically just starts by saying that if you live in California or Washington and you want a new SS or ZL1, you got to act quick. The dealers are able to sell the ones that are currently on the lot, I believe. So back in 2010, California's Department of Toxic Substances Control, which sounds like it would be related to people addicted to drugs, stepped up its efforts when then Governor Schwarzenegger signed a bill called the California Motor Vehicle Brake Friction Material Law. So that means that it prohibits car makers and suppliers from selling brake pads containing more than trace amounts of copper, which is open to, subjection because, what's traceable. Our technology is going to get better and better. We're going to be able to trace smaller and smaller amounts. So that's a little ridiculous. Certain heavy metals and asbestos, which asbestos is supposed to have been gone years ago. They're not supposed to be using that anyways. Pads containing heavy metals and asbestos were banned in 2014. I swear that asbestos was banned far before 2014. And then a ban on brake pads containing more than 5% copper will come into effect January 2021. As of today, I'm filming this on New Year's Day, 2021, my first video of 2021. So now this is now into effect. So basically what the argument is here, and if you want to read the full article, I'll post it in the video description down below and you can read this whole thing. I'm just going to kind of paraphrase it. But basically what they're worried about, apparently, is that on only the ZL1 and the SS models, apparently, are the only ones that use these brake pads. Obviously, higher performance cars require stronger braking power, and stronger braking power brakes typically are going to be made out of softer compounds so that they can grab and grip better than a metal on metal contact. So you're going to obviously shed more dust as you're using the brakes. And so they're worried about the aquatic marine life, basically, especially on the coast. And it's like, well, it's not like everyone in California or Washington has an SS or a ZL1. They act like a couple of cars zooming around is just going to be this huge fiasco. So basically, the Camaro or the SS and the ZL1 are banned until the brake pad is resolved. They have to make a new brake pad that fits the criteria here, and it has less than trace amounts of hard metals and copper. Here's another article by Car Throttle about the same thing. I will post this one in the video description as well. This article also mentions the 1LE into the mix, which does make sense because I believe the 1LE is just a lower interior trim, but it does have all of the SS powertrain and brakes and all those goodies, so that does make sense as well. And I'm not sure about in California, but this article here says that in Washington, starting in 2021, so currently they have to have less than 5% copper in their pads, dropping to 0.5% by 2025. It just seems a little ridiculous for how many Camaros and stuff are actually driving around on the road, and this 5% or half of a percent, like, it just seems a little ridiculous. To me, obviously I'm no marine biologist, but it just seems like that minute amount of brake dust working its way into the water, down through the water, into where it's going to mess with fish. I don't know. It seems a little far-fetched. It seems like they just need something to complain about and, ruin the car community even more. Not that you can't make brake pads without copper in it. It's just like, come on, like what are they going to come after next? Just seems like the EPA and everyone wants to control everything you do. No fun. And then here it says that the sales of these vehicles will resume in those two states once the 2022 model year examples are introduced with compliant brake pads. So the way it's sounding here, and which is kind of not that big of a deal, honestly, anyways, with COVID going on, but it sounds like once the vehicles on the lots right now are sold out, you're not going to be able to order or take delivery of SS, ZL1, or a 1LE until their 2022s are in, which probably going to get released. The auto shows are usually in the spring here, so I would guess halfway through 2021 is when they're going to start getting seen on dealer lots. So if you want any sort of Camaro like this, you better get one right now. That's already on the lot. Otherwise, once those are gone, not going to be able to see them for a few months. So a little bit of an interesting video here, and like I said, just kind of silly in my opinion, but let me know down below what you think. I hope this was kind of informative and educational and just entertaining for you. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more videos like this. Check me out on all the socials. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.